Martin, you may step down. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this concludes the evidentiary portion of the proceeding. First of all, I'd like to thank you for your time and attention. Your task now is to deliberate and decide whether the credible evidence leaves you with any reasonable doubt about the truth of the charges. Are there any questions? If not, you will be excused to deliberate, and the bailiff will escort you to the jury room. Thank you.
While the jury is out, we invite you to make your own decision about the false charges you have heard and all the other false charges still being made against us. In summary, we're not sick. We may be wounded by ignorance and prejudice, but our sexual orientation is not a sickness. It's a gift. Who cares whether it's shaped by nature or by nurture or by both? Let them debate it. We've settled it. God loves us exactly as we were created, and we're not sinful. Oh, we sin just like heterosexuals sin and need to be forgiven as they need to be forgiven, but our sexual orientation is not sinful. It is a gift from God to accept, to celebrate, and live with integrity. Would you consider ending that struggle today and saying with us, the debate is over, the verdict is in?
Mr. Foreman, has the jury reached its verdict?
Yes, Your Honor, we have.
On the first charge, homosexuals are sick and need healing. How do you find?
Not guilty.
On the next charge, homosexuals are sinful and need to be forgiven. How do you find?
Not guilty.
On the next charge, homosexuals are a threat to society. How do you find?
Not guilty.
On the next charge, homosexuals are a threat to marriage and the family and should not have their relationships blessed by the church or honored by their families. How do you find?
Not guilty.
On the next charge, homosexuals are a threat to children and shouldn't teach or coach the young or parent, foster parent, or adopt. How do you find?
Not guilty.
On the next charge, homosexuals are a threat to the church and should not be ordained or permitted to serve in lay leadership positions. How do you find?
Not guilty.
On the next charge, homosexuals are a threat to the military and should not be allowed to serve. How do you find?
Not guilty.
On the next charge, homosexuals use sex education to mislead and recruit. How do you find?
Not guilty.
On the next charge, homosexuals demand special rights. How do you find?
Not guilty.
And on the final charge, homosexuals choose this tragic, ungodly lifestyle. How do you find?
Not guilty.
And so today, let it be decided once and for all time. There is more than reasonable doubt about the truth of the allegations made against God's gay and lesbian, bisexual, and transgender children. We have all heard the evidence here today, and the debate is over. The verdict is in. Make no mistake, homosexuality is not a sickness. It's not a sin.
And God looked down again on deep blue planet Earth. Only this time, God was smiling. What happened in that church in Austin, Texas, gladdened the Creator's heart. Never again would this sanctuary become a courtroom. Never again would this safe place become a place of fear and judgment. For these welcoming folk, the debate is over. The verdict is in.